Hi, happy National Disability Employment Awareness Month. My name is Everette Bacon, and I'm Chief of Blindness Initiatives with Aira Tech Corporation. My first job actually came when I had partial or low vision. I actually worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken when I was a teenager. And I did a multitude of different jobs and tasks. At that time, cash registers were extremely small print. And so I had to basically memorize the cash register buttons because I couldn't see them regular. And there was no accommodations to make them larger at that time. So I had to memorize those buttons. Then I worked in the kitchen area doing the chicken. And again, not a lot of accommodations back in the mid to late 80s. So I just had to adapt at my own pace and what I thought I could do and where I thought I could do it. And it was an interesting experience. But that was my very first job with low vision. Later on in life, I managed Blockbuster Videos, which was pretty fun. And during that time, I was losing my vision. It was getting worse. I have a condition that gets worse as I got older. And so it basically, during that time, I had to adjust all the time on what I could see and couldn't see. There was some technology that I was using at Blockbuster Video that was helpful. I had a video magnifier. Some know it as a CCTV. I used that to read a lot of things. And I would use other techniques in blindness and low vision that would help me finding things that had a lot of contrast and things like that. But again, I was losing my vision all the time. I ended up going completely blind close to the end of my tenure with Blockbuster and left that job. Because I started out with partial vision, I didn't really see myself as a person that needed a lot of assistance or accommodations. I was more the kind of person that was trying to figure it out on my own and adapt as well as I could. As I got older in life and my vision changed significantly, I realized that I did need more accommodations. And so I did have to seek out advocacy organizations and accessibility tools that would allow me to be able to be employed. I also had to learn how to be a blind person. So I had to learn how to use a cane as a mobility tool. I had to use screen readers on my computers and my phones, and all of the different things that blind people face on a regular basis. I had to learn how to adapt with. And so that was definitely a change in my employment experience. So when I left Blockbuster Video, I moved to Utah and was looking for employment. The Utah Division of Services for the Blind had an opening for a teacher in their training program. I mainly taught individuals with multiple disabilities, but that was a great starting point for me to understand more of the community in Utah that I would be serving. From there, I ended up getting a promotion to an accessible technology specialist. I ended up from there getting promoted to supervisor of employment and field outreach services. And the great thing was I was working directly with the blind and low vision community of the state of Utah. We serve the entire state of Utah. I got to see firsthand so many people's lived experiences and understand where mine was similar, but also where mine was different. And I was able to use that information, be able to educate, and be able to advocate on behalf of so many people. It's also been very important that I've been involved with the National Federation of the Blind, because that has brought me into other communities across the country where I've been able to serve and also learn from so many other blind people and their lived experiences. For me, working at a Division of Services for the Blind, I was able to get tools and accommodations pretty easily because it was kind of known that blind people need a screen reader to be able to use a computer, or a low vision individual might need a video magnifier. And so getting those types of accommodations for technology was very easily. Where it's been more of a challenge is still getting the administration in government to understand that blind people have the same capacity as any sighted individual, and that blind people just need an opportunity to lead. I had to push for opportunities that I did get, but there were other opportunities that passed me over, and mainly because I was blind. And I think there was doubt in higher upper level administration on what I could accomplish and what I could do. I also think it was a bit of a nervous or fear factor with upper level administration because I was an advocate for the blind. I think that definitely played a part into decisions that were made in putting me in a front-facing leadership position in government, because he's going to advocate, he's going to challenge the status quo, and do we want that? And that is always something I've had to work through. Working for Aira now, a company that believes that blind people can lead, and being so welcoming in what we do every day to serve blind people, it's been a lot easier, a lot more fun, and the accommodations have been, seamless. As Chief of Blindness Initiatives, I feel like I've been able to achieve something very important that other blind people have also achieved before me, and that there are still so many other blind individuals that have not been able to get the opportunities I've been afforded. I think Aira is a wonderful company because it definitely strives to employ blind people. It strives to enhance the life of blind people and the independence of blind people in its service as both a server and as an employer. And so I think having the opportunity to work for Aira and to spread the mission of Aira is something I'm very proud of. I also believe that Aira's direct work and connection with the blind community in general across the United States is such a huge importance. Aira has always done its part to include and listen to the blind community before it makes decisions about its business model. So that whole process of having the blind community have a say in what this service is going to be for blind people is so important, and I'm very proud of that and proud to be a part of it. Okay. Thank you for joining me on National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and please stay tuned for more stories from our blind explorers and Aira's team.